Hi math students, this is your introduction video for our lesson on dividing polynomials. To start, I want to review what we've already learned. In a past lesson, we learned that in division problems, what do you do with the exponents? We subtract. And so that is going to be the big rule that we are using in today's lesson. Go ahead, pause the video, and try this review question right here. So in that previous lesson, we learned that when you're dividing problems like these, you can do it one part at a time. So starting off, dividing our two numbers, 28 divided by 4, that gives me 7. And then when it comes to our variables, we subtract our exponents. So looking at g, I subtract the exponents 10 minus 2, and I get g to the 8th power. And then same thing for h. Looking at my h's, I need to subtract 6 minus 2, and I get h to the 4th power. That's going to be the main thing we do in today's lesson. The only difference is instead of dividing a monomial, so dividing one term by one term, we're going to be dividing a polynomial, which means there are multiple terms I need to divide. When I look at this problem down here in part 2, I have 1, 2, 3 terms at the top that I am dividing by 4e squared. When that division line goes across the entire problem, it means we are dividing everything by 4e squared. So one way you can think of this problem is that we need to divide 12e to the 20th power divided by 4e squared. And then we also need to divide 4e to the 6th power by 4e squared. And then we also need to divide 2e cubed by 4e squared. And it helps some students to write those 3 division problems just so you can see what you need to do. Now that I see my 3 division problems, it's the same thing we did up here at the top. We can divide one part at a time. So for this first problem here, I need to divide 12 by 4. That is 3. And then when I see those variables, I'm subtracting exponents. So I have e, and then 20 minus 2 gives me 18. For my next one, I have 4 divided by 4. That's going to be the number 1. And then when I subtract my e's, the exponents on my e's, that gives me e to the 4th power. Now we have learned that 1 in front of a variable is not necessary, so I'm going to erase it and just write e to the 4th power. And then for that last one, we have 2 divided by 4. Be really careful with 2 divided by 4. It's not 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. But 2 divided by 4, that's going to be a fraction. I do want to simplify. I can divide both numbers by 2. And that's going to give me my answer of 1/2. And then for my variable, I need to subtract 3 minus 2, and that gives me the exponent 1. And similar to what we just said, we have learned that if the exponent's 1, we do not write that, so I'm going to erase that exponent. And here is my answer. I have 3e to the 18th power minus e to the 4th power plus 1/2 e. It's like what we did up here at the top. We're just doing it 3 times. I have one more here at the bottom for you to try. Pause the video and try this division problem now. So similar to what I did above, I'm going to write out the 3 division problems I need to do. I need to do 20p to the 4th power q squared. I need to divide that by 20pq. I also need to do 15p squared q squared and divide that by 20pq. And then I need to do 10pq divided by 10pq. When I go to do that division, same as above, I can do one part at a time. So I can divide my numbers and then subtract my exponents for each variable. So for this first part, 20 divided by 10 is going to give me 2. And then looking at p, I have p to the 4th power divided by p. For each of these pq's at the bottom, remember p has an exponent of 1 and q has an exponent of 1. So I'm doing 4 minus 1, that's 3. And then for q, I have 2 minus 1, that's 1, and I'm not going to write that exponent 1. For my next part, I need to divide 15 by 10. 15 divided by 10, that's going to be a fraction. You can divide both of those numbers by 5, and you get 3 halves. So I have the fraction 3 halves. And then subtracting my exponents. So for p, 2 minus 1 is 1, so I have p. And for q, 2 minus 1 is 1, so I have q. I have one last part. For this last one, 10 divided by 10 is 1. And with my p's and q's, p divided by p, q divided by q, here both of those variables cancel out. That means I do not want to write at the bottom p or q. I have no more p's, I have no more q's, they've canceled. So that last part just says minus 1. In today's lesson, we are going to be doing more practice on dividing polynomials like these. Thanks so much for watching, and you're ready for the video, or for the lesson.